Start recording. No plan really. I just gotta make an update. Okay, so let's just go through all of these names quickly. Sort some out in case I don't like them anymore. Then I'll talk about some recent trades and things I've learned. So a lot's been happening the last couple of days, weeks. Yeah, I've been going back and forth with, again, like, should I be day trading, should I be swing trading? And what I've come to a conclusion is that I should be day swing trading the bigger setups, of course, but they haven't been appearing. But now the last 2 weeks they have been appearing a lot, so I missed the first few because I was so focused on bigger patterns. But these are really, quick spikers, even though they have really nice setups. So I didn't see them, or I did see them first, but I was caught in other swing trades which weren't really working for me. So I've been like on the wrong pulse with the market. When the market is here, I'm here, and when the market is here, I'm here. But now I think I'm starting to feel the setups that are evolving, that are setting up. So I haven't really played any of these names which I planned for, even though I saw many of them, like Carvana. I looked at it here once it triggered, and at that point I didn't have any money to buy, so I just said, okay, this is where I would have bought it, and the risk is low of the day, which is here, right there. So it's pretty much a super tight stop. So I didn't even have capital to fill this spot if I wanted to, and that's also what I've come to conclusion is that I need to build my account before I hit these bigger breakouts, because these are great once you have 100k plus. Then you can start aiming for these because you have the capital to fill the risk. So anyway, let's go down. So the last couple of days I've been finding these smaller setups which are much more aggressive, really good for a small account, which I have. And I'll be talking about those a bit later. Here's one of them, which I missed. The first setup down here. Beautiful. See the last wicks here? If you buy this breakout here, the next day you have another one. Anyway, I saw these, but I didn't really play them because I've been so beaten down by, these big setups, which I think will work. And now finally they've started working like really good. I mean, look at this one. It's a 600% move in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So that's insane. So I'll watch this one very closely amongst Tupperware as well. And I think this one is setting up again. It's gonna need, I think 2 weeks, or at least 1 more week of sideways would be nice. Would be perfect, Yeah, 1 more week of sideways and then trigger would be absolutely amazing. We'll see if it happens. If it triggers, it doesn't have to. You can just fall down. What is this? I don't think this is anything I wanna be looking at. No. Don't like this one. So this is also one of those spikers which is fell, because you know TTOO, it held up. And which one is it? It's Tupperware? I don't know. GNS. Yeah. So GNS held up, it spiked, and then it held the price, and it spiked again. Now it came back, but this move right here is a really nice move, 100% move in 2 days. 2 days, that's insane. So where was I? So yeah, what I was gonna say is that this is one of those spikers that did not hold up. If this one bounced here, and then came up to now 240, and then consolidated here, it would have been good for another spike up to, you know, the $4 area. But it just fell through, so I'm not sure about anything here. Just gonna keep it for now, see what happens. TSAT. Nothing yet. I can see a bit of a range here. Let's keep this one for now. I've also, at one point, I wanted to give up so bad that I put all my money pretty much in crypto, in AVAX. But then I realized that it's not worth the time. It's better if I'm more disciplined with the stocks for now, at least. Crypto will be very nice soon, maybe in a few, not a few months, maybe 6 to 12 months. But I think that if I stay more patient and have discipline in the stocks, especially now that, you know, September is here, we have lots of spikers, and October, November, December, maybe this year will be hot compared to the last 2 years. We'll see. I'm feeling some hotness right now, for sure. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this one was tough. Breakout day here on this day in the morning. Man, if you catch one of these, that's a 3% risk, and it did 200%. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Now there's nothing though, it's just falling. We'll see what happens. So I can't, you know, if I can catch opportunities like this with like a 4, 5, 6% risk and they do hundreds of percent, that's good. It's better than giving up and holding something that I think has potential upside in the future, because I'm gonna miss so much opportunity and lessons if I don't trade. Man, what's this? CDLX. This one as well. Breakout. Yeah, I remember this one. I looked at it. I thought it was weird that it was quite a wide. I guess it wasn't really. For this type of stock, 8% ADR, it was quite a wide risk. If if you're risking the lows of the day, 4%. I mean, it's still good, but it's not worth it. For me, at least. If you have a big account, it's definitely worth it. Definitely. So this is something I should remove. I think it's too weak. Even though it looks like it's setting up to somewhat of a head and shoulders, it's sloping down, and I mean, I guess, where are we here? Now this is just, I feel like it's random. I don't feel like this one has, I mean, look at how it moved. This spikiness. No, I don't like it. Remove. BVS. Okay. So this one, if anything, is gonna go sideways for a very long time and set up in a very big picture, if it's not falling down from here. So I'm just gonna put an alarm, let's say here, and remove this one. See if we find it later in a few months, maybe. This one was tough. I've seen the alarm go off, but now that I look at it in hindsight, it's also too slow for me. I should not be looking at this. So where was the real setup? I guess here. 46.32. 46.56. Okay, so this would have been the entry day, if anything, you know? Right there. But then it's too slow. I mean, with my size account, it's not worth it, so let's get rid of this. Or should I? Let's see. I mean, if you get in on one of these 50%, you can really load up. I'll keep it. Still looking really good on a weekly. Just potentially need some more time. So I'll keep as well. But no, I don't like it. This one as well, here. But again, a weird entry day, super wide risk if you're risking the lows of the day. So it wasn't a good one. A better one would have been... No. This one is hard, super hard. Unless you took the entry. I mean, it gapped up in the morning. I don't like this. Don't like this. Gonna remove this one. Nice. See what happens. Rigetti computing. I think that the range is this one here and here. Yeah, that's nice. The best thing would be if this one breaks this trend line to the downside and then reclaims it and then pops. No. Wow. But still, it's too slow. It looks really good, but where would you catch it? I mean, sure, here is one entry. Here is a super chop area. I don't see any other entry than this one here. Right here. Yes, this one. This was the entry. Right there. Then, of course, that would have been good. It would have been a 5-6% risk. He didn't get stopped out. Here, well, this one is tough. Never closed. Here, maybe it would have been stopped out, depending on. Otherwise, here, you would have been stopped out. 100% move, so that's pretty nice. But it took way too long. So, no, stop held. Okay. But where is it now? No. Too slow. Or I guess, I mean, fuck. I mean, if it sets up really good, you could have a nice final spike. And if you're able to load some shares, I mean, it could be a good risk reward. No, what's this? No, don't like it. Wow, this thing. Oh. Super strong mover, but it's gonna set up for the next leg, if anything, for a few weeks. So I guess it's good to keep an eye on. Don't need this alarm. And was it clear? It was super not clear. It's a really tough one. Broke down from this flag, and then it reclaimed. So I guess this day would have been an entry. 5-minute opening range highs. Let's see what happened. Here. Yeah, so this is your entry. And your stop loss. Loss of the day. 8%. It's a bit of a wide risk. Would it? Yeah, it would have worked, so. Would have worked. Oh, what's going on here? Man, this setup. Beautiful. 20R. Beautiful setup. Now there's nothing. I'm actually gonna remove this. It's too much noise. This is the mid-cycle bounce I was talking about, so it's probably gonna chop. It made its move, in my opinion. Super choppy. I don't think I traded this. No, I didn't. But you would have been stopped out here. And another entry was this day right here. Maybe, potentially. It's wicking. So let's move this on to here. I think it's a valid area to keep an eye on. No. Don't like this one. And this one as well. I mean, what is it gonna do? Or I guess, I mean, it's coming from a higher low. And last time we hit the 200 week. Here we came over and chopped sideways. Here we stopped under, then popped. Wow. Okay. So this one could go for sure to 7 area, 100% move. So it's worth to keep an eye on. The range. Could have been yesterday. This range here. It's choppy, but so let's say here, and stop loss is here, under, and then 3%. It's valid. I mean, if you look at how it moved, once it actually moves, it has, you know, 7-8% ADR. Now it has a very low ADR, but it's because it's consolidating. So if this one wants to go to 7, then that's a 30R move. I kind of see the head and shoulders here. See this one? And now we are retesting. So this could actually be really nice on Monday. Yeah. Then again, something like this could... I mean, is it gonna smash through the 200? I guess here it did. What did it look like? Ah. Okay. So, oh my god, look at this. It's exact same setup. We hit the 200 week, then we come down, go sideways, and here we create this head and shoulders. But it took out the right shoulder, filled the gap. I'm spitting here. Ah, that's super interesting. So maybe, let's see if there's a gap somewhere. Can put an alarm on that. So interesting. The actual entry day was here. In the 450s. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit early. Don't see a gap. No gap. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm sitting so close to the screen. Ooh, pools. Remember this one? I was trading it a few weeks ago. Wow. So when they do show weakness, you gotta respect it. This is pretty much the same scenario. Or not really, but it came up to the 200 week, barely touched it, or didn't touch it. Created this very nice range here. And I actually bought it the first time. Oh my god, was it here? Or maybe here? No, here it was, yes. And then I bought it again. Was up like 6R. And now it's falling. Yeah, I'm out, of course. So let's remove this one as well. Not interested. What is this? Oh yeah, vaccine stock. It's because of the corona news. Look, it started flagging, but it's too soon. But this one in maybe November? Maybe. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. I guess it's if it stays, yeah, here. If it stays here for 2 weeks, then it could be something for sure. Let's extend this one. Nvidia. This is nothing I'm gonna trade. I just keep it here to look at it. It's a sneak peek. A leader riding the 10 week. Look at this. Oh, look at this one. Shakeout. It closed under and shook you out on the weekly. Then it created a new high. So it's gonna need some time, if anything. If it wants to set up, it needs, you know, many weeks. Hmm. Look at this one. It needs 1 or 2 weeks more, I would say. Do I want to trade it? 5 ADR, 12. And it has a history of shaking out before it goes. Shake out, shake out, shake out. What would that mean? Shake out would mean we go under here at least 17. It's too soon. It did touch the weekly, but it hasn't really set up. It's wide and loose, so it has to tighten up. I'm gonna, let's see here. Which range? Here is a nice range. That range, but we move it up here. That's good. Actually, let's bring it down a notch. Nope, not interested. Get out of here. Disgusting. No. Pigeon. No, no, I don't like this one. Let's get rid of it. I like this one. Would be nice with 1 more week of sideways. Create an inside week here. Not going above 146. That would be nice. The range is I like this range. This range I like. Is it realistic it's gonna stay here for a week? I don't know, but I guess it could, actually. Yeah, it could. That would be perfect if it does that. We'll see. We will see. Oh, yeah, on the 1 hour. Oh, okay. This is why you gotta have the pre-market data. Look at this one. If you only looked at the daily, you'd be like, oh, where is the range? There's no range here. But then you look at the pre-market data and it's a beautiful flag. Look at that. It's moving slow though. 6 ADR. 4%. Or I guess it's quite fast. That's 10R. In 4 days. 10R. That is super interesting. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Wow. I was looking at the data like, what is this line? Then I saw the 1 hour chart. So interesting. But it's super explosive, which is nice. I mean, it held the EP. Yeah, it held the EP and just went straight up. Just hovering. Found support finally on the 10-day. And took off with this beautiful flag. Man, you can't get this wrong if you're looking at it. Beautiful. But right now there's nothing. I'm just happy to see something like this. Just happy to see it. Oh, this is nice. What I like about this one is that we have this lowered range, which just got taken out in a wick with volume. Oh my god. Okay, so this one can go to 7/8, even further. But then you also look at the history, and you look here. If you were happy about this setup, right here, then you would be very sad because you just chopped around. It had to find support on the 200 daily, which was the 20 weekly, which means you can't really predict this because the strongest stocks, they ride the 10 week and they don't look back. Like Nvidia, for example. This here. So if you wanted this to test the 200 day, well, it did it here for a one day, but then it took off. So this is a super strong leader. It's going straight up. And if you wanted this to come back and test the 200, then you would be left behind. So you gotta make your decision. Where was it? Prax? Yeah. You gotta make your decision. No, it wasn't Prax. It was TSHA. Or was it Saber? Yes, Saber. So I guess what would be nice is... Now I'm just trying to predict. I don't know. You should at least expect this thing to not go. It has a history of doing that exact thing. Right there. Explosive move, created a flag, chopped around for 2 months maybe. It's in a downtrend. We're at resistance. You know? Okay. GNS. Oh yeah. So let's get to the good stuff. What we've been seeing the last couple of days or couple of weeks. So we have GNS, and if you look at this, it's a flag with a super nice entry around 120 here from this peak, and at the beginning you're gonna have a line like this, but then once you look closer you're gonna see that the line is actually here, right there. So entry in the 120s with a super tight stop loss. Look at this, super tight stop loss. Let's say you get into in the, you know, maybe 122, 5-6% stop loss, 100% move. So nice. So we have GNS. We also have let's see, was it ICCT? This one. Wow. First of all, I don't think I had any money to buy, but I've been watching the market every day, and I saw this one, and I'm like, well, it hit my volume scanner here in the pre-market, and I'm like, okay, it has this range, but it's some weird kind of split, has no news. What is this even? So I'm like, nah, because I've been paper cut so much, so I was scared of trying anything because nothing has been working. And now small caps have been popping, and this was like one of the first. I mean, look at this entry. Look at the 1 hour here. So if you were to get in, you know, in the, let's say 250s even. Let's say you get into 250s and risk the lows of the day. Wow, even that's a 22% risk. 22% risk. So you can't buy many shares, but look at what it did. Holy shit. 1500%. Of course, I would not have been able to sell this one because it was in the after hours, and my broker, I can only buy during market open. So worst case, I would have been out here at 600%. Still, that's let's see, 10x, 20x, 50R with a 22% risk. Is that correct? 10. Yeah. Wow. So this sort of started this whole mania along with TTOO. And I start talking louder because I get so excited here. Also the same, not the same as ICCT, but ICCT, you know, when small caps start popping like this, you have to be... Yeah, do you remember GNS? Okay, look at this. Look at GNS. Look at on the 1 hour chart. Where are we? Here. Look at this pattern here. Look at this pattern. Look at this. Initial spike creates a bounce, very nice bounce, and then it creates this range with a higher low. Ba, 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 and then it finally breaks out. And then you have, like I said, TTOO. I get so happy just looking at this. Here's the first one. Look at this. Look at this. First initial move, pop, then it creates this. I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. Range, 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 broken. Take off. Same thing up here. Same thing up here. Oh yeah, this alarm is just because I wanted to draw here. But the same thing happened here. Oops. Where am I? Here. This one is a bit tougher. You could argue if you use this one and this one, then this was the entry on this day here. And in hindsight, it worked. Wow. Wow. And then you have, which one was it? Axla. This one I played. You remember the pattern? Do you remember the pattern? Do you recognize this pattern here? Here? Do you recognize this? This one. Do you recognize this? Exactly the same as GNS. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this pattern. Look at GNS. Exact same pattern. Exactly the same. And what happened? AXLA. Oh. Look at this. What happened? And I'll explain soon why I'm so happy, because I played this one. Where did I buy it? Here. In this pop here. In the 3/3s, I think. Or the 3/4s. My mistake was, though, because I hit this with some size. 50%, more than 50% of my account in this, because it was within my risk. It quickly spiked down after my entry, before I had set my stop loss, and I just looked at it and and I think it was down 4 or 5 R in in a minute, but then it spiked back up and then it popped. So my mistake with this one is that I tried to get in and out. I know when I bought this, I looked at all the other patterns, I said to myself, this is one is gonna hit $1 or more. It's gonna hit $1 or more. And I bought it at 30 cents, 33 cents. So what did I do? Let's go into the intraday. Yeah, here. This is where I bought it. Here, I think. And then it spiked down. And I had so much size because I had conviction in this pattern, because I saw it so many times now, or a couple of times, and the market was heating up. And then I think I sold some in here, then I sold some in here, and then the next day here in the morning it dipped, but then it came back, so I bought it again here somewhere in the 4s, 40 cents. And then I think I sold some. Let's see, I have the chart actually. Buy, sell. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I actually think anyhow, I was trying to get in and out because I of course the range is insane. This is a 30% move. So if you can, yes, I remember this one. God damn it. I sold the peak here at like the 5/8, I think. But then I wanted to get back in, and I had an order at 50 cents because I thought it would undercut. I missed my entry with, that's 50 cents, and I don't even know what comes, 100th of a cent. I missed my entry for this second move. So already here I'm quite screwed in the head, because I know that this is gonna go to $1, and I'm out. Of course, I know it's not gonna happen here, but I still wanted to get as much out of the price action as possible. But that was my mistake, because I missed this one here, and I saw this pump, which is a lot. I mean, if I nail this one with full size, that's another 30%. And mind you, I was playing with, 50, 60, 70% of my account, because my account is not so big. So I had a super tight risk in mind. So that's 30% of my account. So already I'm up a lot. And I missed this entry, or there wasn't an entry, it was a dip buy with the bigger picture in mind where we are. It's gonna go higher. But I know it's gonna set up again. So, but just because I missed this entry, my head started fucking with me, and I quickly went otherwhere and looked at some other stock, some Chinese name, some really, I think SXTP actually. Ugh, where is it? No? I don't even remember which one it was. It was not this one. I removed it. I don't want to see it again. So I made a lot of money on the first pop in Axla. But then I lost half of my gains in some other shit stock, because in my mind the momentum was on. But what I failed to realize is that this is a very big daily setup with explosiveness, and I quickly jumped to some random shit and bought with the same size, and I quickly had to cut it once it just kept on falling. So it's a really good lesson that, you know, once you have house money, once you get too excited, overconfident, you have to step back and be like, okay, what have I been playing to make this money? Yeah, it's this pattern which I've seen, and I took the perfect entry on it. Here. So I lost half of my gains in some other absolute crap. And then I saw this setting up. I think I've actually bought... I think I've chased it. I was so... Let's see here. Buy, sell, sell. Yeah. Yeah. I see. Where are we? Oh, yes, here. So I think I bought it here somewhere in the force. No, wait. Here are we? Yeah, here. Yes. So then came the actual dip I was looking for, the break of 50 cents, which it did right here. I missed my order by 1/100 of a cent here. I missed this 30% move, and then it finally hit it, and meanwhile in this time I lost half of my gains from this move in some other crap stock with no pattern at all. I had no reason to run. And then I said to myself, well, I know this is gonna go higher to $1, I know, so I want to get back in. And I bought in here, I think, at 55. And this is not a trigger, this is nothing. This is just a big picture, thinking that, okay, I'm already in from here. This is just me wanting to get back in. So I just bought, you know, imaginary risking the lows. Then it popped in the night, came back down, and it dipped. So here I was underwater. Ah, yes. Man, I remember this. I remember this so much. This is also where I fucked up. Yes, I remember now. I saw this. Mind you, I had lost money on the other stock, and now I was back in at a worse price with less size. Or if I bought even more size because I sold something else and I was, you know, a bit tilted in the mind. And then I saw this peak, and I was like, yes, alright, it's going. I'm up like 10R, 20R, I don't know. And then it came back down, popped, and then... Yes, this is the area I was watching here. This one. So I saw this pop, and this is where I wanted to sell, because it was too wide. It was too wide on the bigger picture on the 1 hour chart for this to go right here. So I missed this sell because it was pre-market. So I put a sell order here, and then it dipped down and was down quite a lot. Or was I down? Huh, I don't know. Maybe I was break even. But I wanted to sell here. So I had an order set. And I saw this wick come up, and I thought, nice, I'm gonna get filled. It's gonna fill this gap. I'm just gonna get out for now, and then I want to get back in once the chart is more clear. Then it came down, and I'm underwater here. I know the big picture looks great. The 1 hour chart looks great. but I'm underwater. Still up overall though, but came back down, and I still have my order here on this area, 6592. And what happened? It came, took me out, sold, which was nice, and now I was up 10R, no, 7R maybe, 7R, which is nice, but I was underwater, so it's not really, wasn't really good. But I was out with a fresh mind, but then it kept on going, and I'm like, fuck. Fuck. And I actually think, yeah, on the 50-minute chart, I was watching this range being formed. You know how I'm looking for these patterns on the daily time frame for swing trades? It's the exact same thing on a momentum daily mover. And I was out of this, and in the meantime I was also buying CGC. It's too much noise here for me to explain this, but I was also in CGC, which had also been really fucking with my mind, because it also acted really weird. I think I bought it first all in here, then I sold it in here, and then I bought again. You know, so I was going back and forth. You know, my transaction costs went through the roof because I was going back and forth with a lot of size, because I missed the first, because I was trying to get in and out in Axla. So I wanted to make the money back by jumping, you know, back and forth between stocks. And I'm gonna get to the best part here soon. Okay. So I was jumping back and forth, but then I found myself having fresh, free capital, and I saw this range. But I was so hurt from getting chopped around. But I told myself, man, if you're gonna risk it, it has to be now, because it broke out of this range. And I took this entry right here. Right there. Hindsight, the real entry, 7249, yeah, the real entry was here. But the second entry also held, which was nice. So this was my... This is my entry with my new added size. I think about 1,000 shares, not 900. And now I'm tilted again, because, well, not really. I think this one is gonna come back and make a double top or a higher high, but I don't know, because I'm still in this thing. I had a sell order at 105. Yeah, I had a sell order at 105, and there's so many things telling me that, okay, well, this is it. You should really be selling right now, you know? You should really be selling. Look at this. So, one peak, two peaks, third peak breaking above with volume. Here again, 1, 2, 3 with volume. And I didn't sell. I removed the order at 105 because I wanted to test something, betting my money on it. So I could have top ticked this one, but instead I sold it on this wick, and then I bought it back, I think around the same area. So still in it, I'm pretty much still in it from this entry, you know, but I saw this one at 105, and I would have been out with a fresh mind, is looking at it, even if it goes higher, even if it just, you know, turns around and gaps up next day. The right choice would have been to sell at this obvious top, but I didn't. And at the same time I was in CGC from this area, I think here, 7/8. And I didn't sell this one either because this one didn't even reach $1. And it's holding up in a nice way. So my theory with this is that, looking at the 1 hour chart, is that it's not finished. It's gonna make at least one new high, because the ending volume, it was ending volume here, but it wasn't the true ending volume. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for in both of these. I mean, this ending volume bar did not even reach, it didn't even break the volume trend line. So I'm thinking that there's gonna be a massive squeeze again, or not massive, you can reach 120 maybe, I don't know, 111. That's why I'm still in it. So the bigger picture told me that it could make another move, and the smaller picture said that this is the top, the short-term top. So we'll see if this is a good or a bad choice on Monday, once it opens up again. If it gaps up, of course I'll be happy, but truly I feel like it would have been better if I just sold the top, which what was I gonna say that here? Man, there's so many signs. So many signs. 1 top, 2 top, break, 3 top, and then you have this 1, 2, 3, and within this 1, 2, 3 break, you have also another 1, 2, 3 break. So everything screamed at me that this was a temporary top. If it's the top, I don't know. But I should have been out here at 105. And I think if anything, even if it goes higher, this is probably gonna shake out in the morning if it does. Best scenario would be a massive run up and open up, at the 120s, and I can just sell right in the morning open. Another worst thing would be if it shakes out like here. The first hour shakes out, something like that. Now I'm just speculating and talking, doesn't really matter. I'm just saying to myself that even if it gaps up, it would have been better to just have sold what I knew was the top, the temporary top. Now to the fun part. So, how much have I made from this run? Maybe $800. I don't have a big account, but the $800 is a lot for me, where I am right now. But if I just, in my mind, this would reach $1. So, and I had, let's see here. So if I would have nailed that temporary top with my knowledge, because it created a beautiful top, and I just held my shares from down here at 105, 220% on 60% of my account. Again, I have a small account, but wow. How much is that? I actually have to go here. Whoa, okay. Wow. Okay, I had that many shares. Wow. 3,612. Yes, I would have made 3 grand. That's more than double in my total account. So, man, the big picture was there. I didn't dare to zoom out because I was afraid I don't know. I wanted to press buttons. I wanted to trade, but realistically, it would have been better to treat this as a swing trade. God damn it. Alright, so I made $800, but I could have made $3,000 with no transaction costs, because I've been paying, you know, maybe $100, $200 in transaction costs in this period as well. So say I made $600 and I could have made $3,000. And I'm not angry or anything. I'm just like, man, my knowledge, in a good market, I can make money. I just gotta stop zooming in too much, you know? If there's proof that we might be in a hot market for even if it's a few weeks, if the setups are on the daily time frame, explosive, 100% movers, zoom out. Zoom out. I mean, that's insane. I could have more than doubled my account in one trade. That's insane. And then with the size from there, you get another double, or 50% of your account, or 10% of your account. Man, I mean, you can grow fast. You shouldn't expect to grow fast. This can die off tomorrow, and there's no more place. But this makes me happy and excited. It makes me excited. Yes. 2 years of working 7 hours a day, weekends, everything, constantly, every day for 2 years. Can it finally turn around? I don't know. Man, I get so happy thinking about this. And now I'm just filming myself laughing, so there's really nothing more for me to say. This list is what I pick up from the daily volume gainers. I'm looking at, all right, which stocks popped, and I'm not touching them right away unless they look perfect on like the 15-minute time frame and the 1 hour time frame. But if they set up then I wanna, oh, this is quite similar, not really, but it is similar. Look at this. It's the same pattern. It's the same pattern. Only this one gapped up, which sucks because you want to get in here at the 1.15s. And that's already a double. Come on, hot market, let's go. Let's go. Same pattern. It's so important to keep the 1 hour chart up and with the pre-market data. Look at that. Wait. Oh my god. No. I thought that maybe it triggered, like here in the market close, but no, it didn't. So what happened? I don't know. Well, it gapped up, that's for sure. Now, could you, with the bigger picture in mind, buy it here? Sure. Still 70-80% move. Okay, let's go down this list quickly and get the 1 hour chart. Nothing. Nah, I don't really like it. Don't really like it. So this one, for example, if I were to play this one, I would not play this breakout. If this one pops up to the 7 cent area and then comes back for a few days, then it would be a potential play. But right now there's absolutely nothing. And the more I see these good plays, the more I avoid the crap, because now I see what good looks like. Even though I know what good looks like, I haven't really experienced it because we've been in a bad market for 2 years, and things have been really unclear. You know, it's popping and dropping without any structure. There has been some structure, but it's been really hard to trust them because everything else is falling. But now that I see a few good setups, then I'm like, whoa, okay, this is what I should be playing. So why cut myself open trying to make 2-3R when I can wait days, weeks, and find these, 50, 100, 150R opportunities? Because then you only need to make one trade every week, if in a perfect world. But it just gives me, I'm like, we're getting goosebumps. I see the potential, how fast you can grow if you hit a few things right in a hot market. And a hot market can only be for a week or 2 weeks. If you hit it right, you can grow so fast. Not that it should be your goal to grow fast, but it's possible. And just knowing that it's possible, man, it gives me so much hope. I'll keep on going here. I'm sorry, I'm just getting so excited. Okay. Nice. Look at this. 1 pop, 2 pop, 3 pop right here. And what happened in the last pop? It's too zoomed in. Ah, look at that. That's beautiful. This is pretty much what I'm looking for in Axla. So let's say, example, I missed this top. I missed this 250 sell in my imaginary world. Or actually Axla is way down, but I'm thinking that it could make one last push. And, if it happens, then in hindsight, is it worth getting those few extra 5-10% when you're risking it absolutely falling on you? Because you don't really know. You don't really know what it's gonna do. Fuck it. I'm just talking now. I'm excited. We'll see in a week if I'm crying again. But let's go.